Hey everyone, today in this tutorial we are going to safeguard our privacy on Windows 11. So if you're not sure how to make sure everything is safe and secured with full privacy, you can do that on Windows 11. So the very first thing here is to disable the location access, and there are many more which I will share in this tutorial. Please make sure you watch the whole tutorial, and if you find this tutorial helpful, please hit the like and subscribe, and do share the comment. So here in the start icon, just do a right click and then go to settings. Now here in the settings, the second last option is privacy and security, and we will click on that. And we need to scroll down and you will find apps permission, and we will click on location. Now from here, either you can turn off the whole location service, or you can turn on and leave for specific applications. So let's say if you do not want WhatsApp or any other app to access the location, you can turn it off, customize, in the custom manner. Once you're done with this, you can click on this privacy and security, and here we can go to general to disable ad tracking. So you can disable your my advertising ID, which is already done in my computer. I have turned off let website show me locally relevant thing, and tracking app launches show me suggested. So I have turned it off. You can also do that under privacy and security and general. Once you're done with this, we will disable the activity history in Windows 11. So under privacy and security, you will find activity history. So I have turned it off, and you can also clear or turn on like this. So for me, I have just turned off so that it doesn't store my activity history in the computer, like whatever I browse or whatever the apps and services I use. So you can also turn it off from here, and once you're done, I would recommend to use a local account instead of Microsoft account. So you can always create a local account in the computer. And to do that, you need to click on the search icon. You can type user. It totally depends. You should have both the accounts. Whenever you feel like, you can use the local account. And then we'll go to other users, and you can see I already have a local account, and I'll tell you how you can create a local account. So I'll click on add other user, add account, and this will say how will this person sign in. I'll click on I don't have the person sign in information. Once you do that, it says get a new email address or create a new account. So I'll click add a user without a Microsoft account. And from here, you can enter the name and enter the password, and then you can simply click on next, and you can create a local user account. Once it is created, you can simply click on the start icon, click on your profile, and from here you can simply sign out and then log into your local account. All right. So these are the things which you can do in your computer, and we should also be mindful while connecting to other Bluetooth devices. So whenever you add any device, make sure you know that device, and you can also check with which all applications are connected. So I'll do a right click in the start icon. I'll go to settings, and I'll go to Bluetooth and devices. You can see whichever like how many devices are connected. If you do not know, you can simply remove the device from your computer, whether it's a speaker or any other thing. If you do not use it, and if you do not have information about that, you can simply remove that. And one more thing, under privacy and security, You can this diagnostic and feedback. This will also save a lot of resources of the computer and data as well. So send optional diagnostic data. It is optional. You can turn it off. I have turned it off in my computer. And improve inking and typing. Send optional inking, typing, diagnostic data too. So I have turned off these. You can also try that. You can always delete your diagnostic data, even if you have done that. If you have activated or you left this turned on, you can remove it. Right. So these are the things which you can do in your computer to protect your privacy. And if you find this tutorial helpful, please hit the like and subscribe. And please do not forget to leave the comment. I'll be glad if you do so. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Have a wonderful day.